What really happens when the mission ends? For millions who served, taking off the uniform for the last time means stepping onto a brand new battlefield, civilian life. Suddenly, the world doesn't have a clear chain of command. The structure, the purpose, the very identity that defines you, it's gone. But for a special class of entrepreneurs, the end of one service is just the beginning of another. They're veterans who are rebuilding their lives on two core foundations: the discipline forged in the military and the unwavering guidance of their faith. In the military, they teach you to always have a mission. My mission didn't end when I took off the uniform. It just changed. I came out with nothing but my discipline and my faith. I decided that had to be enough to build an empire. People told me you couldn't mix faith and business. I'm here to prove them wrong, one hire at a time. Let me introduce you to three men who are living this journey. We have Jackson, a former Marine, Michael, an Air Force veteran, and David, who served in the Navy. When they came home, they all hit a similar wall. The predictable structure of military life is gone, replaced by a fog of uncertainty. For Jackson, the struggle was getting a world that speaks in corporate jargon to understand the value of his leadership skills. For Michael, it was a flat-out crisis of purpose after years in a high-stakes tactical environment. And for David, it was looking at the needs in his inner-city community and feeling that deep pull to serve all over again. Each of them hit a turning point, but it wasn't a business plan or a bank loan that sparked the change. It was a moment of clarity rooted in faith. They realized their military training wasn't just some chapter in the past, it was boot camp for their entire future. And their faith wasn't just a comfort, it was their North Star. They decided to launch businesses that weren't just for profit, but for a purpose. For Jackson, the discipline from the Marine Corps became the literal blueprint for his logistics company. Mission planning, flawless execution, and total accountability weren't just buzzwords. They were his operating system. He built his company by leading from the front, quickly earning a reputation for delivering results with military-grade precision. Michael, the Air Force vet, took his genius for strategy and team management straight to the corporate world. He climbed the ranks into an executive suite, but his mission still felt incomplete. So, he launched a mentorship program, using his boardroom influence to open doors for inner-city youth in the tech industry. He turned his corporate success into a ladder for his community. David's path took him right back to the streets of his old neighborhood. The leadership he mastered in the Navy was now being used to rally a totally different kind of team. He founded a nonprofit that pairs veteran mentors with at-risk youth, building a brotherhood that provides guidance, discipline, and hope right where it's needed most. The discipline, resilience, and leadership these men honed while in uniform are the very same traits driving their success today. Their stories are powerful proof that a background of service can be an incredible advantage in the world of business. If you're inspired by their journey from service to CEO, hit that subscribe button and join a community that celebrates stories of purpose and real-world impact. Today, all three veterans are leaders in their fields. Jackson's logistics company now employs dozens, offering stable careers in a culture built on respect and follow-through. He didn't just build a business, he built a team on a mission. Michael's mentorship program started a chain reaction. The young people he's guided are now landing internships and jobs at major tech companies, breaking generational cycles and building new legacies. He proved you can climb the corporate ladder and lift your community right up there with you. And David's nonprofit has become a pillar in his community. The young men he works with are finding purpose, staying in school, and steering clear of the traps that once seemed unavoidable. He's rebuilding his neighborhood one relationship at a time, showing that the call to serve never really ends. For each of them, faith is the engine behind it all. It's the why behind the what. As Micah Gervitz, a faith-driven entrepreneur and the owner of Indiana's first Black-owned deli, said, "Anything you do, I always put God first. So, what can we learn from their journey from boots to boardrooms? Jackson puts it this way: the military gives you a master class in leadership under pressure. Don't ever let anyone tell you that isn't valuable. Michael says it's about redefining what success looks like. Your greatest impact might not be the wealth you build, but the opportunities you create for other people. And David's advice? Find your new mission. Look for the need that's right in front of you. Your next chapter of service is waiting right there. Their stories show us that discipline and faith aren't two separate things. They're a powerful combination. One builds the structure, and the other provides the spirit. And together, they can build an empire, not just of wealth, but of meaning, purpose, and a legacy that lasts.